bugs to eat. Now, coatis are also very agile climbers. And that's because the coati can rotate their ankles 180 degrees so they can climb down a tree head first, just like that. And that's Sonora, our white-nosed coati, and her trainer, Jen. Thank you. Our next stop is going to be in the Arizona desert. So if you have cameras, you are going to want to get them up and ready. Now, during this portion of our trip, we do ask that people please remain seated. Because out here in the desert, we are going to be looking for a Harris hawk. And our Harris hawk's name is Jackie. Now, Harris hawks are one of only 2 species of raptor that will live and hunt in family groups. And that means 4 or 5 birds will team up in order to catch much larger prey, up to the size of a jackrabbit. Careful, son, you are in the splash zone, by the way. Yeah, you don't want to open your mouth. A little bit different concept here than in Dolphin Bay. Oh, she's threatening, shaking her tail like that. No, we're just kidding. Actually, that's a very happy, contented gesture right there. In fact, that's very common for Harris hawks. One of the things they're known for is that shaking the tail. There she goes. Now, hunting in groups is a great survival strategy out in a desert environment where food can often be scarce. And because they do hunt in groups, they are sometimes referred to as the wolves of the sky. So she's going to head all the way back up to the roof. There she goes. And another shake of the tail goodbye. That was Jackie, our Harris hawk. Well, you know, a bird the size of Jackie can catch and eat over 1,000 mice in a single year. And that's pretty impressive, right? Yeah, it's pretty helpful. Well, you know, you guys might find this funny, but ever since we started flying our birds out here on our stage, we haven't had a rodent problem. I know it seems funny, but we haven't seen a single mouse, rat, gopher, grouse. She is number one. You guys are right. I told you guys would find that funny. She is number one. She is nice. That's right. She is very nice. I know. It's great. And you know, that rodent problem, well, it's behind us now. Right? It's a thing of the past. Nothing to worry about. Which is good because we're going to head on down to South America into the Amazon rainforest. Now, I am going to need the help of a really brave volunteer. Somebody who's not afraid of anything. Who wants to come on down here? Anybody out there feeling really brave? You want to come on down with me? All right. What's your name? I'm sorry? Trent? All right, Trent, why don't you come on up here for me? All right. Now I'm going to have you stand right over here, okay? Right next to this blood stain. There you go, Trent. All right, Trent. Now I'm going to get you set up with this animal, all right? She kind of has really long, sharp claws. But I do have something to help protect you, keep you safe. Here you go. We're just going to have you put these gloves on for me, okay? Now, this animal can defend itself. Animal can defend itself by producing an odor, well, kind of like a skunk. And tries if it gets in your eyes, really going to burn and sting, okay? But we do have something else for you for that. All right, so we're going to have you put on these safety glasses, okay, Trent? All right, you're going to be just fine. Go ahead and look out in the audience now. You have all the safety equipment on. You're feeling brave, right? You're comfortable. You're not. Trent, you're going to be just fine. You have all the safety equipment on. I think they found one. I should tell you, though, you do not want to make direct eye contact with this animal, okay? So I want you to look straight out into the audience for me, okay, Trent? Now, if you have cameras, might be the last good picture you get of Trent, okay? All right, I think we're ready to open the box. We've got all the safety equipment on. You're feeling brave, right? You're ready to do this. And we're in for a treat. She's right over there. Yeah, we were just teasing you, Trent. Just kidding. This is Naya. Naya is a tamandua, also known as a lesser anteater. here. So you are in no danger. You don't really need any of this stuff. Would you like to help us feed her one of her favorite treats? All right. Well, Megan will get you set up. And I'll tell you a few things we weren't joking about. You see, tamanduas really do have some long, sharp claws. They use those to climb up trees and rip open bark. And she will use them in defense. Now, the really neat thing about a tamandua is their tongue. You see her tongue in there, Trent? She has a 16-inch long tongue, nearly as long as her tail. And that's what she uses to get deep inside the earth to get all those ants and termites she really likes to feed on. Well, Trent, for being such a good sport and helping us out and being so brave, our corporate partner, Whataburger, would like you to have a free Just-A-Burger for helping us out. Nice big round of applause for Trent, our volunteer, and for Naya, our tamandua. Well, that was a pretty fun trip, right? All right. Well, we're going to head across the ocean into the savannas of Africa. And you know, a serval is often seen hunting out here. Now, we do ask that we're going to be in a safari vehicle during this trip, and if everybody could please remain seated. Now, I realize those of you out in the sides may not have a place to sit, but if you could stay still, that would work just as well. Oh, look, a bird flying overhead. That's the perfect snack for our African serval, Kimani. Now, as you can see, he has beautiful spots and stripes that break up his body line, making him difficult to see in the tall grasses. So he can sneak up on his prey. There he goes. You guys give him a round of applause. That was an excellent job.
Second.
And you know, we're not surprised that he caught that bird. The African serval will catch 5 out of every 10 animals they hunt. Now, if a lion were to go after 10 animals, they might only catch 1. Now, those long legs that you see there on the African serval, they allow him to hunt in every part of the savanna. He can reach into rivers and streams and grab fish. He can reach into the bottom of road poles and pull ropes out from underground. And as you saw, he can leap right up into the sky and grab birds out of mid-flight. Well, there he goes, back into the tall grasses. That's Kimani, our African serval, and his trainer, Jen. Well, it is time to head back to the States, and I am going to need the help of another volunteer. Now, this time I need an adult with a camera or a video camera that wants to come on down. So if you have a camera and you want to come on down, go ahead and raise it up. Let me see your camera. We're picking the most expensive one today. Ma'am, you want to come on down? I get to keep the camera. Just kidding. All right. Now, for those of you in this section, you're also going to be in for a treat as well. So if you have cameras, you're going to want to get them ready. What's your name? Patricia? All right, Patricia, why don't you come on up here? I'm going to have you take a seat right here on this step for me, okay? All right, now is your camera on and ready to go? Perfect. Now I'm going to explain what's going to happen because it's going to happen kind of fast, okay? All right, our bird is going to join us from the roof, fly all the way out there to Daniel, see him waving at you, turn around and come flying back. Now here's where you come in, Patricia. I want you to get that camera up and ready and focus it right about here. So can you see my hand? Excellent. Now your job is to make sure you hit the button right before the impact, okay? Excellent. You're going to get a great picture of a bird flying right in your face. How does that sound? All right, that sounds okay. We're teasing you, of course. He's going to land on this stuff right behind your head, all right? And you have nothing to worry about because our bird never misses his target. Now, are you ready to meet this bird? All right, well, on his way out is Xander, our Harris hawk. He'll be joining us from the roof. All right, now you ready for this? Nothing to be worried about. He is a trained professional. All right, here he comes, fighting that wind. Now remember, he's going to come fast. Are you ready? All right, he's going to turn around here. He's got the tailwind right there. All right, you can do it. Here he goes. Whoa! Really did it. Now I was kind of worried he was going to fly right into you there on one side. If you like, you can take another picture of that beautiful bird that just flew inches over your head. He's going to make his way all the way one more time. And you guys duck, he just flies lower. Yeah. All right, one more time, all the way back up to the roof. Little shake of the tail there. Now remember, you don't want to open your mouth there, son. Yeah, you are also in the splash zone again. Well, Patricia, for being such a good sport, we would like you to have a free Whataburger from our corporate partner.